Led by the charismatic Robbie Goldsmith, Chattanooga CEP has re-energized their team after a very disappointing 2012, where they struggled to win games and were haunted by penalties. But they thinned the herd, leaving only the most talented and dedicated players on their squad. The players who remain are fast and hungry. Starting in the Snake 1 position is Osvaldo Lopez, who played amazing at the World Cup last year. Dan Keene and Peter Velarde will join Osvaldo in the attack on the Snake side. They're raw, but very talented. Colin Cherry, Evan Fife, and Mike Zupa will be starting on the Dorito side, and all three of these players can break open points. You could argue CEP's Dorito side is their strongest, which should help them on this aggressive field layout. CEP will be trying to turn heads all season long, as they have nothing to lose and everything to gain by pushing the action. It's a crucial year for the best team ever to play the game. With 55 tournament wins over the past 12 years, San Diego Dynasty is simply the most successful team in paintball. But 2012 was not their year. This season brings a few significant roster changes as they picked up Kyle Spica and Brandon Short from the LA Ironman, as well as Tyler Harmon from Excessive. Brandon Short had been on fire in practice leading up to the event but broke his hand and will be out for 6 to 10 weeks. Dynasty needs a solid front player on that Snake side, and both Spica and Harmon can fill that hole. They still have a deep roster filled with all-stars. Oliver Lang, Yosh Rao, and Alex Frazee are literally living legends, players who helped invent aggressive paintball. And Ryan Greenspan is coming off one of his best years ever and is on every coach's shortlist as one of the best players of 2012. Dynasty is very motivated to get back to the top tier of the league this season.
All right, so 2 games remaining today, and in case you're just starting to watch the webcast, well, first of all, you missed off some awesome paintball so far the past 2 days, and also, well, good luck for you. You have 2 amazing games to watch. We have Dynasty taking on CEP. Both of these teams are 2-1, and the story of the tournament so far is CEP. CEP beat Excessive, and CEP beat San Antonio X Factor. So, I mean, this is going to be a great game. Now, Dynasty's looking really good. This is a test right here. How good is CEP this year? How good is CEP in 2013? Well, they're playing San Diego Dynasty, who picked up some great talent and definitely want to get back to the top of the game. They didn't have a good 2012. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think, I mean, it's going to be the biggest test of how hot CEP is right now because, I mean, even if Dynasty wasn't here playing a good event, you know, they got a lot of good players on that side of the field as it is. So, you know, this could be really, really big for CEP if they come out here, have a good showing, continue to play well, and if they win, this will guarantee them a ticket to Sunday. Not only have they won more games this event than they did all of last season, if they can win this game right now, they can get their ticket to Sunday and be playing some Sunday afternoon paintball.
Which is such a good story. And you see Robbie Goldsmith, the leader of that team. Really, his efforts are starting to pay off. I mean, Robbie should pat himself on the back, but only a slight pat because realistically, they're not where they need to be yet. These guys, they want to win paintball tournaments. They want to be one of the top teams. They're not there yet, but they're starting to prove themselves here in the toughest division in the entire world. Let's check it out on the split screen breakout here. This game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball. If you are in the Houston area, you definitely want to be able to go down, check out John's store. They do such a good job of running that Pro Edge Paintball. And
right there, that guy Dynasty right there on your screen is hit in the pack.
Asking for a check.
He's asking for a check, but I mean, no, not anymore. Not today. So getting away with one on the field, but hey, he called for a check. You know, unfortunately, the judges, you know,
they missed it. He asked for a check. Dalton Vanderbilt and Ryan Greenspan both got shot, and they're walking off the field right now. Kyle Spica made it into the snake corner alive, but CEP shooting those bodies on the break. What's been working for them all day, and then capitalizing, attacking hard, and here they come. Osvaldo, I believe, is now crawling into the 50 snake. Number 4, asking for a check. He gets shot.
That's Peter Velarde walking off.
Velarde.
You know, unfortunate, but Osvaldo's in the driver's seat right now. He needs to come up and just go to work. Oh, he blew the shot, though. He came up looking for him in a different spot, and very unfortunate. And now he's lost his shot in that spot. But, hey, CEP still looking good in the driver's seat. Dynasty has his back corner. Osvaldo has only one guy stopping him, and that's in the corner to his right. Now, you see Dynasty spread out Dorito 1 and Dorito 2, but also in the 50 Dorito, the top side of your screen, that's where CEP is right now, man.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3 right now. CEP's got the good spots. Dynasty still has Oliver Lang and Glenn Takamoto alive, so those aren't easy kills by any means. Kyle Spica almost catches Osvaldo sleeping on the wrap, but
yeah,
Osvaldo,
I was going to say Osvaldo needs to be careful right there because he still has Kyle Spica in that back corner. Look at this. This is a great angle right here. See what Osvaldo's working with. Number 27, Lopez, best player from Brazil, playing on Chattanooga CEP. And Osvaldo played on the Ironman for a couple years, got a lot of experience there, and he's been a great player for CEP, played stellar at World Cup, and really helped him out over here on this snake side of the field.
And you see Osvaldo backing up again, trying to get a shot, probing the field. He knows Kyle Spica's in front of him. He backs up to his
former teammate, too, on the Ironman. And here Spica launches. Spica running down, drops the hammer on Osvaldo. And it looks like it's going to be a major penalty on Osvaldo. So unfortunate turn of events for CEP. And that is not what they need right now. Kyle Spica getting wiped off by the referee. So nice job by the pickup from Dynasty. That is Kyle Spica coming to the team. And Osvaldo is going to have to go serve his time. So, and Glenn Takamoto left alive. Man, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of things that CEP can't happen if they want to be a top team. And you got Dynasty on the ropes. First of all, every point is important. Every gunfight's important. And if you're in that situation, but it was a close one. It was one of those situations when you look up and you see that guy streaking at you, and you're going to take that shot, it's hit or miss sometimes. Unfortunately, for Osvaldo, and CEP ended up on the wrong side of that decision.
Absolutely. And Osvaldo was going to work, too. I mean, he was in a good spot. That's the first time I've actually seen somebody bunker like Kyle Spica. He went to that little tower, the little thingy, whatever, little can by the snake, and he comes up and just sticks him and stays alive and does his job. Yeah,
so Kyle Spica continuing to play well, and Kyle Spica in that point, he got stuck in that back corner bunker. Kyle Spica is not a 3. Kyle Spica is a 1. He plays the front attacker. Doesn't have a lot of experience playing back there, but was able to have enough composure to stay alive. And then finally, when he saw the opening, make the move, draw the penalty, which really puts Dynasty in a good position now. Now they're going to be playing on the power play for the next minute and 53 seconds, and that bodes well for their chances in this match.
That's not a good thing to do against a team, not any team, but not good to do against a team, but Dynasty especially, because they're very aggressive. They're gonna, I guarantee, they're gonna lane up, get another G, and they're gonna get up in there. Let's take a look at this replay, Todd.
Yeah, here's Osvaldo. He starts to come back just as Kyle Spica, he hears he's coming, so he comes up, and Kyle Spica came on the inside as Osvaldo came up on the outside. And then when Osvaldo kind of turned a little bit, they're going to call that really close one on Osvaldo, and he's going to be serving this last minute and 53 seconds on that penalty, major penalty. And you know what? The only thing that might be good for CEP right now is the fact that they are still shooting people on the break really well. I mean, they shot Ryan Greenspan about a step out of his bunker, or a step out of the flag station. So CEP, they continue to shoot well. They may be able to even it up real quick. Dynasty also always shoots very well on the break. Nobody shoots anybody on the break. 4-on-5 ball game in favor of Dynasty. Clock ticking away on the major.
Now, what do you do? Do you kind of just cross up and shoot your lanes and get the guy out of the box, Todd? Or, I mean, what do you do in a situation like this?
Yeah, you can't lose a fast point because then you have to start again 4-on-5. At worst case scenario, you burn off the major penalty. Even if you lose this point, if you can burn off the major penalty and then give yourself a chance to get back to playing 5-on-5 paintball, that's what you want. Or if you're Daniel Keene, you just run from the back corner straight to the 50 snake and try and shoot people as much as you can. Ryan Greenspan sees that, fills all the way out to the snake corner. Daniel Keene's getting a check right now. He's getting pulled out. Alex Frage takes a bouncer going from the mini race bunker on into the snake. Referee going to jump in there and check him again real quick. But He's clean, and now he's going to go to work across the field. Dynasty owns the 50 Dorito as well as Dorito 3. And they are putting some pressure on Robbie Goldsmith, and he finally takes one out of that Temple one on the snake side. And here comes Dynasty's Greenspan and Frage. I think that was Blake. Yeah, Blake Yarber tried to come down the field. He got eaten alive.
Yeah, kind of threw his body away there. And now Alex Frage is going to smart and slow coming up and getting that shot cross field. So good job by Dynasty to score another point here.
Yeah, so Dynasty able to win that point and still keep 23 seconds on the clock. Ryan Greenspan, smart enough player to recognize that the bodies were gone, ran and got the flag and ran it in as quick as he could.
And we're going to be right back after this. The score is 2-0 in favor of the Dynasty. Unfortunately for CEP, still playing with a major penalty. We'll be right back. Here we go. Second to last game of the day. After this, we got Houston Heat taking on X Factor. That should be a bloodbath too. X Factor must win situation. They're 1-2, not the way they wanted to start the year. And Dynasty and CEP both 2-1. And Dynasty is up 2-0, but kind of on the, really more on the strength of the fact that they have that major penalty. You know, at CEP was starting to take it to Dynasty in that first point, but Osvaldo drawing that major penalty off the Kyle Spica move, and that they've been haunted by that since. So still 23 seconds on that penalty.
That's Oliver Lang. That was Oliver Lang right down there on the field. Really happy to see my man Oliver playing the way that he could play. You know, team's playing well. I definitely feel like you know, a lot of that has to do with the fact that, you know, he's out there, he's grinding, he's alive, he's playing hard.
And for the first time, look at this D-side breakout. Over here on this side, Dynasty taking this back corner and then quickly bumping up right there. Dalton Vanderbilt, one of their best Doritos, one of the best Dorito side players.
I was going to say he's one of the best out there
in
that position. Look at this, charging down, no one's stopping him. Nicola gets shot, and bodies are dropping for CEP. They lose Cherry. Osvaldo is still in that box, and he's about to come out though, but he gets tore up. And yeah, it's curtains for CEP at this point, and hopefully for CEP fans out there and for their chances at this event that they can get it back together here. But here comes that dreaded three-point spread.
Yep.
So quick point for Dynasty, and there goes Oliver Lang walking off and definitely stepping it up this year. And man, Oliver Lang, you know, talking to him, he really wants to come out fast and hard this year. We'll be right back. We are back here as the afternoon trudges on. 2 more games left to go. And wow, we couldn't have got better weather. This is perfect paintball weather right here. Not a cloud in the sky and perfect temperature. The wind has died down slightly with a little bit of wind earlier, but not enough to affect the shots. And, you know, really couldn't ask for a better day of paintball out here.
Yeah, and, you know, CEP was having a great tournament. First point, they were in control. Then they got a major and lost the next 2 points playing 4-on-5.
Ooh, wow, look at this. Yosh Rao, Tyler Harmon turn right around into paintballs, and two of them come off the break. So Dynasty playing with a disadvantage right now. Oh, Robbie Goldsmith coming off for Chattanooga CP. Still, they have 4 bodies alive, and they have the advantage.
Yeah, Lopez Osvaldo needs to turn that corner and start going right away down this snake. No, don't go backwards.
Well, I think he might. He thinks he
has
a shot.
No,
Whoa,
that was a shot. That was that shot right there.
Nice.
And that you can't see that when you're in snake 2. You got to back up to snake 1 and lay down and shoot across the field. So his field awareness is on point right now.
Oswaldo really contributing to CEP. I honestly think he's playing better for CEP than he played for the Ironman.
He's getting tons of spins. You know, they're putting him out there because he's producing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a heck of a shot there to know that shot.
Yeah.
Number 1, go to the back of the snake when the guy gets into the Dorito 3, and he torched him.
Yeah, veteran moved. It wasn't even close. Yeah, he torched him down. So, and that was, yeah, nice job.
Oh, drops one over the top on him, but filling right away. Great move right there.
Alex Frage gets shot out of the temple by the player in Dorito 3. So he's walking off right now. Mike Zupa and Oliver Lang gets shot, loses in a 2-on-1 situation to Peter Velarde and Mike Zupa. So good job closing those games. And Maddie, you know, we talk about this with teams that have high expectations, you know, and just to be a winning team, you have to win those low body situations. You know, when you're up 2-on-1, 3-on-2, you have to win those every time, and CEP doing a really good job of that today. So, I mean, CEP doing a lot of things right. And, you know, you can see the dividends it's paying. They could have won that first point, lost those 2, obviously, because of the major penalty. And now another good showing. They're shooting people on the break like crazy. Dumped Tyler and Yosh on the break right away. And, you know, that's why they're having success today.
You know, one thing we haven't seen a lot of because of this weather, and, you know, we talk about how the weather is and how it affects the paintballs. This weather is perfect, like Maddie said, so paint is not going to be a problem. So I think that's why we're seeing a lot more G's on the break.
Yeah, and CP's been, you know, they've been shooting that dye paint. That dye paint's a real good batch of dye paint out there this year.
So the packaging is phenomenal.
Yeah, so we got a commercial. We're going to be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
So let's just check out the brackets real quick.
You know,
real quick.
That was real quick. That was real quick.
Did you get it?
Everybody catch that?
If you want to see them again, you can go to paintballaccess.com. Check out a bunch of cool stories, blogs, interviews.
It was actually just
and
a
get
trick to get you to go to the website,
Yeah.
but you're already on watching it. But anyway, so we're going to minimize the window. We need to open up the bracket and check it out.
Whenever you feel like it. Ooh, coming up the middle, CEP bounces Ryan Greenspan in the stomach. Oliver Lang comes down here to the snake side corner, and Dynasty goes right away to the snake. Kyle Spica gets into the snake. CEP into the 50 Dorito.
Look at them. Look at Zupa right there. Him and Osvaldo are just going to work. Now let's see systematically if they can capitalize on their moves right now.
Hey, Zupa's no joke, man. Zupa has been putting up kill counts, solid kill counts all tournament long, and he could have a big year. He really could. He's already having a big tournament, so you know, if CEP can continue this would be an amazing story of just the tenacity to absorb punishment and learn and perseverance.
Yeah, Robbie Goldsmith now trying to keep Kyle Spica from coming down the snake. He's in that stand-up can. There's Mike Zupa. You can see on the D-side camera what he's looking at. He's trying to pump paint into that snake and hopefully try and catch Kyle Spica, but Kyle Spica sitting out the backside of snake 1. Doesn't quite have that angle, but Kyle Spica, there you see him on your screen. He's backed up. just living right now. Also trying to put some paint, you know, these inflatable bunkers, you can shoot bunkers, but paintballs sometimes will bounce all over the place. You know, there's some sneaky bounce shots you can get sometimes. But there you see Mike Zupa, number 9.
Yeah, it's a great angle. Look at that paint stream just ripping right into the snake. And he's basically just he's shooting that gun. He's not necessarily even shooting at anybody, but he's shooting at Kyle Spica. And you know, their paint is shooting. There was a ridiculously good batch of the dye paint, and you know, all the manufacturers that represent the PSP make awesome paint, but CEP's the paint is shooting really good this weekend. And so you're looking at Lopez right now.
You know, and as well, and I like how patient they're being right now. I mean, they know this is a crucial point, 3-1 game in favor of Dynasty. This is a crucial point.
Yeah, I mean, still a lot of time.
Yeah,
still a lot of time left, and the way CEP is shooting people on the break, you know, if they can win this point, make it a 1-point game, they'd be in pretty good shape right now. You know, they're looking at, I mean, they're down bodies, but they do have the field position. And they're looking at Kyle Spica, Oliver Lang, Ryan Greenspan, Glenn Takamoto, and Dalton Vanderbilt. Glenn Takamoto's in that Dorito side corner. There's Mike Zupa again. Mike Zupa's going to look out, see if he can see Glenn Takamoto.
This is a huge point for CEP, man. They cannot let Dynasty, if they want to win this game, they cannot let Dynasty get up on them 4-1. They're in good field position. They have better field position than Snake. They have better field position on the Dorito side. I mean, if you look at this right here, the closest Dynasty player is right here. Right there, closest Dynasty player. And CEP, they're in the 50. He's already wrapping around, trying to get shots on this side right here. And they have Oswaldo and the Snake as well. And so Dynasty's playing on their heels right now. They need to take advantage. CEP needs to take advantage of this situation and get a couple quick kills.
Yeah, you know, and I think Dynasty's content right now on, it's just content on sitting here and grinding the clock out.
Yeah, well, I mean, none of their players really have a whole lot of moves unless, I mean, CEP's got Robbie Goldsmith in the can watching over the Snake, and they also have a player, John Ruza, in that tall temple right at the 40-yard line, like right next to the Dorito too, and he's protecting the inside of Mike Zupa to make sure that he doesn't get ran down.
And look at how tight that Zupa's playing this bunker, man. Zupa is stepping it up this year. He's impressing me, man.
Yeah, and Ruza, you know, Ruza's been just as productive on that side of the field as well, you know, with getting kills, you know, being productive, protecting. You know, he's doing a really good job. He's been a great complementary player over there on that side of the field. Robbie Goldsmith wants to get some help, get something going for CEP, so he bumps from that tall stand-up can on the Dorito side over to the Temple 1 on the Snake side of the field. He's going to allow Zupa and Ruza try and have that side of the field, and he's going to come over here and try and help Osvaldo.
Oh, Osvaldo takes one in the goggles. You can see on the right side of your screen. That was a really good shot. I'm not sure. I think that was somebody in the corner, probably.
Oliver Lang in the corner.
Oh,
and there goes Kyle Spica. Here. Kyle Spica is going to tear Ruza's back apart if he can get his gun up. Looks like Kyle Spica might be breaking paint in his ego down there.
Yeah, but Kyle Spica, I think he got a shot on it. Yeah, finally got that shot in on him. Nice job by Kyle Spica, and then Zupa gets shot as well. So it's Kyle Spica stepping it up for Dynasty right here. Like I said, big point because Dynasty scores this, and it's going to be really hard for CEP to come back. Instead of a 1-point game, you got a 3-point game, and that's going to do it. So nice job by Kyle Spica, who is just playing awesome for San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah, they're doing it. He's doing exactly what they need him to do. Be small, be fast, be alive, be aggressive.
Weapon, be a thorn in the other team's side. He's doing all those things right now. And he's all, you know what I really like about Spica is that Spica is not letting, anytime he gets shot or doesn't have a good point, he doesn't care. He's going back out there. He's getting that rep. He's like, you know what, whatever. I got shot last point. I'm gonna go out and slaughter it this time, and he's doing it, man. And that before where he'd like start to let those things, those situations haunt him, and he's got that. You need that amnesia out there, and he's working it. So good job, Kyle Spica and the rest of the Dynasty, and we're gonna be right back after this. right, we're back here, and CP not getting it done right now. They've been putting themselves in really good field position, but not capitalizing on that. And that's the next level they need to get to right now. And but let's keep things in perspective. They still have played awesome this weekend.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, sometimes you can make it in at 2-2. X Factor still has another game against Heat, and they are X Factor is 1-2 right now.
Yeah, X Factor put himself in a bad position by losing to CEP because now they got to play the best team in the world, and they're already on their heels. So it's going to be an uphill battle for X Factor.
Yeah, well, I guess Dynasty will be in if they win this game at 3-1, and Heat is already at 3-1 or 3-0. So even if Heat loses that last game to X Factor, Heat is basically playing X Factor for the bye.
Yeah, they're playing it for the bye. And on this timeout, we're going to be right back. See you in a second.
Want to catch the best paintball videos on the web? Then tune in to paintballaccess.com. Fill your mind with compelling articles, player stats, and the best interviews in the business. And this season, paintballaccess.com has become even hotter with exclusive videos from the CXPL. The CXPL is easily Canada's largest tournament, featuring real X-ball with 15 balls per second and 25-minute halves. Drop by paintballaccess.com for exclusive footage from Canada's hottest tournament.
Go. CEP getting ready to roll. They're walking with a little bit more swagger now, you know? You notice that?
Yeah. And it's not just because they got them pimp lime green fits on down there like always, just looking fresh to death from head to toe. You know, CEP's down there. I mean, they're shooting people on the break, shooting some money on the break. You know, that just makes you feel amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like getting a birthday gift. You're like, yay, look, shot a guy on the break. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this win or lose at this tournament, what a great start for a team that had a terrible 2012. And it's just so, everybody loves a success story, and everybody loves the underdog, and that's what they are this year. And Dynasty, on the flip side, man, they're looking good too. They're playing a team, Chattanooga CP, that they're no longer the whipping boys of the league. And wow, you know, and Dynasty's stepping up across the board. Oliver Lang's playing great, Greenspan's playing great. Everyone's contributing. Tyler Harmon's a good pickup. Spica's having a great game right now. Dynasty looks strong.
On the break. Looks like everybody got out alive, I think.
Ooh, Tyler Harmon looks like he is getting a little. He may look like he may have gotten a bounce in there, but yeah, that's where Oliver Lang got bounced running up there a couple games ago. CEP definitely putting some pain on people, but nobody walks out. And Dynasty actually shoots Colin Cherry off the break going to that Dorito side. So the only guy that's going to be over there right now is Ruza in that tall temple that he was in last game. Watching that lane from the temple, the same one that Tyler Harmon's in. But now he's going to get some help as I think that's Steve Nicola over there jumps from the tall can into the Dorito corner. 7 minutes left to go in this game, 4-1. But Alex Frage just dives into the back of Snake 1, and he starts to go to work across the field. Ryan Greenspan gets into that Snake side corner from the Temple 1. He fills out, gets in there alive. You know, Ryan Greenspan's so good on his feet. With him and Yosh Rao in those corners, it's going to be tough for CEP to try and get up this field and do work, especially losing their killer first on the Dorito side, Colin Cherry.
And now Dynasty doesn't have to do anything. There's only 6 minutes and 43 seconds left, and they're up by 3. So, you know, all they really have to do is just shoot those lanes and not give CEP anything, not make any mistakes. It's really up to CEP right now. They have to find a way to push forward and start shooting bodies out. Oh, and they get a shot on Blake Yarber. So Blake comes off.
Blake Yarber, I mean, not having a very good tournament up to this point. You know, he's getting up the field, but kind of getting worn out over there.
Yeah, he's killing. He's got a couple kills over there, but I agree. You know, if Blake wants to be a consistent starter on this team, a team of this caliber, gonna have to ratchet it up a little bit.
Okay, well, would you say that Blake Yarber is playing better than Dimitri Ninos as far as rookies go?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I think we'll have to see how the statistics come in, but just, from watching these games, I think that Dimitri is, though Blake's making spots, like Blake is making spots, and he is contributing. Dimitri is like kind of a force out there. Dimitri's making bigger moves.
Also, right now, CEP losing Daniel Keene on this Snake side of the field. So now, all alone over here on the Snake side is Peter Velarde. So he's got to control himself a little bit and make sure, because once he goes away, then Alex is just going to come down the street here and just shoot everybody in the back. You see Tyler Harbin over there stuck in that tall tower.
Yeah. There it goes.
Yeah, and so
Yosh Rao.
Point slowing down right now because, CEP knows they have to come, but they only have 3 bodies against Dynasty's 4. And here comes Alex Frazee. He's going to giddy up, take out the Snake, and then immediately shoot crossfield, take out Peter Velarde.
It's a 3-pack for.
Or sorry, take out Ruza. Yeah, now it's a beautiful move by Alex Frazee. Now Dynasty 1 point away from the victory, and it's become a little bit of a slaughter now. CP was keeping it close early, but CP also, they had that Oswaldo penalty early on, and that really that killed any sort of momentum they had from those wins earlier on in the tournament.
So yeah, we still got 5 minutes left to go in this game. Dynasty's running away with it right now.
I just don't see it going to time here. So let's take a look at this replay.
Here's Alex Frazee steps up. And Peter Velarde, you are already dead, but I'm going to shoot you in the head. Slide in, look at my shots across the field. Squeeze in a couple more, and Alex Frazee going to close out the game for San Diego Dynasty, which he has done so many times, so many years.
Calling him old?
Old, yes.
God, I remember when
they were calling me old like 5 years ago, so all these dudes now ancient. A bunch of grandpas out there, So,
yeah, so as this game is winding down here and Dynasty is taking down CEP right now, let's talk about the game we got coming up, the last game of the day. We still have a whole day of the prelims coming at you tomorrow here on Saturday, but Houston Heat X Factor, what do you guys think about that matchup?
Man, I just think X Factor is going to come around. I mean, I know that they've had some struggling, but they're another one of those teams like the 187 struggling this morning. Now they're going to come back out and say, hey man, what are we doing wrong? They're not going to keep doing the same thing wrong over and over. So
yeah, and interesting note, just information coming in is that regardless of win or lose in this game, it looks like CEP, I think they're making it into the Champions Division.
That's amazing. I'm really happy to see that. It looks like they're just getting chewed up now. They're just trying different things. They lost 3 on the break, or pretty close thereafter. On the flip side, Oliver Lang taking the walk for Dynasty, but in a bad spot. I think that it's too little, too late right now. It's going to be 6-1 in favor of Dynasty. And I think CEP is just kind of maybe trying new things right now.
Yeah, I mean they had to try and do something to get up and get some points on the board quickly. And, see if some of those plays work. We watched some other teams use those spots up the middle. Ironman were pretty successful going up to that A today. And, they're down 6-1. And, yeah, it looks like, they're going to drop this game. But we'll be right back for the conclusion after these messages.
Day is progressing here. The daylight is starting to fade. We still got 1 game left. This game almost finished as the score is 6-1. And Chattanooga CEP not getting the better of Dynasty. Dynasty looking really good right now. And with Dynasty, Ryan Greenspan, Alex Frazee, Yosh Rao, and Oliver Lang really understand that they need to be proactive in their team's success. They picked up some awesome new talent in Tyler Harmon and Kyle Spica. We haven't even, Brandon Short broke his hand in practice. We haven't even seen him out here. So this team is actually not at full capacity yet. Dynasty's not, they don't even have all of their potential best players on the field right now. So, you know, what the future holds for them, it's up to them. But they're looking really good right now.
I agree. I mean, if I had to pick out of anybody who looks good, I want to say Impact so far. Impact, in my opinion, just from what I've seen, Impact looks pretty dang good.
Yeah, we've only seen him.
Nice.
We've only seen Impact play 2 games so far,
And
but they look awesome.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Maddie. Taking a big bite all the way to the 50 Dorito on the break, top side of your screen, just not quite getting in there. Oh, and a major penalty right there.
Major penalty. So
it's on Oliver Lang.
So don't count him out just yet.
Crazy.
I don't know. 4 points. I'm sorry, 4 minutes, 5 points. It's going to be tough. Looks like they're probably going to get this one.
Yeah, it's going to be real tough.
Especially against a team like Dynasty.
Trying to give some CEP fans some hope.
And I think that's Tyler Harmon over there stuck in the corner. Yes, it is.
But CP getting chewed up now.
CEP got dinked out.
Getting harmonized. They're getting toned up by harmonized.
Play the piano on him.
Now he's look at his goggles. You can see he's looking to the sun, so that's got to be difficult. His patented jump over the bunker move, and he just
wow,
tore
Harmon
him.
is chewing people up right now.
And they think he's dead. They think he's gone.
Tyler Harmon, I think he shot 2 people now that assumed he was dead.
Has, yeah. Daniel Keene and Ruza both been shot by Harmon. He's looking at 2 more bodies still. Let's see if he can pull it off.
And Maddie, you talked about this earlier, man. That corner is a good spot to be in if you're in a situation.
If you're
like
gonna pull the game out, it's gonna happen from that corner. Let's see if he can just keep going to the well here and getting kills out of there.
And all the CEP almost got sleeping right there. You know, Osvaldo and those guys just kind of started nonchalantly walking around, and all of a sudden Tyler's like, "Hey guys, I'm still alive."
You know that a player like Tyler Harmon that's able to contort his body in so many different ways. You know, he can be 6'4" and 3'4", you know, like that. You know, and like that just gives him so much more surface area of that bunker to be able to play. You know,
that's true.
He's all over it. It makes it hard to shoot him up high. You don't know where he's going to come out. You know, Rainey Stanzak, a guy like that. Kenny Clamper, who was here, old school aftershock player.
Off, man.
Yep,
Tyler Harmon is going to pull off a 4-on-1 potentially.
Unbelievable.
Tyler Harmon's already got 3 kills out there right now.
Oh.
Not able to do it. Gets dinked out. But
Clippers still. My hat's off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm clapping right now
man,
for Tyler.
Hey, I'll give it to him. You know, I mean. Oh wait, what happened?
Oliver Lang came out of the box.
Comes out of the box and wins the game because Tyler Harmon was able to hold off CEP. So Tyler Harmon, I'll tell you what, man, he's earning every bit of that roster spot and that chance that Dynasty gave him to come out. Man, that's some impressive paintball, and good job by Oliver Lang to understand, like, oh my God, Tyler's he's clocking in right now. All right, I'm gonna come out of here and make these guys pay, and he did it. So, and that's it.
We've been seeing a lot of the coming out of the box and just feasting, like buttering toast today.
Yeah,
you know when you smell a piece of toast coming out of the toaster, and it's when you see the butter melting on it, you just salivate.
And look at Tyler and Oliver on that. That was so well done. So well done. Very well executed there. Really, that was all Tyler Harmon. I mean, Oliver Lang, got to give him his props. You know, he came out of the box after that major penalty and then immediately clocked back in. But that happened because Tyler Harmon refused. And like I was saying, when we were talking about it, you know, if you just get it in your mind that you refuse to lose back there and a couple people make some mistakes on the opposite side of the field, you can absolutely pull it back from the brink. But you have to find that will somewhere, and Tyler found it. Really helped Dynasty pull out this victory against a strong CEP. So 7-1 is our final score. Let's check out this replay here. So that flag was pulled, and then here comes Oliver Lang right out of the box and blasts the last CEP player. And then,
he just get out of here.
Well, it's almost like, all right, you got me. All right, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's adding insult to injury, but you know, CEP, they've come a long way, and they have a long way to go. However, they're in the Champions League, I believe, like you said, Maddie. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more out of these guys this year.
Yeah, it's CEP, one of the greatest stories of the Dallas Open so far, and they do take this loss, but Houston Heat X Factor are our final game of the day. Houston Heat, best team in the world. Until somebody dethrones them, they are our reigning champions, and they're going to be playing San Antonio X Factor Now, these two teams, they met twice in the 2012 season last year, and Heat won both those matches in overtime. So,
yeah,
it was 3-2 and 6-5.
And I think both of the rosters are pretty much the same to a point. I mean, X Factor picked up Scott Kemp.
Well, no, X Factor's had some changes. They lost Michael. They also don't have Ashton Johnson, who broke his ankle. He's out for a little bit as well. So they have a little bit of different mixes. They picked up Scott Kemp. So it's going to be interesting. They played twice last year, went into OT both times. So this could be a hotly contested match. We have Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines with CEP. Lauren, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're here with Mike Zupa from CEP. That was, you know, a tough match, but you guys did go 2 for 2, so how are you feeling?
I mean, we're feeling pretty good. Dynasty just did exactly what they were supposed to do against us. They slowed down the game. We're a fast-paced team, and I know that they scouted us last night. I saw some pictures that they posted, and I know that they knew exactly what we were doing, and they adjusted correctly, and we just weren't ready for it. They slowed us down, and they just knew how to lock us down, and we couldn't do anything about it. But we're just going to keep our heads up. We played good this tournament, and we're just ready to keep swinging.
What do you guys need to do to make sure in the future you're dictating the pace of those matches?
We're still just getting our teamwork down, getting all that stuff down, getting our game plans down. We need more variations in our game plans, and I think we'll be fine. We can't be as predictable as we are today.
Well, you did make the champions bracket. How do you feel about that?
So proud of the team right now, just so proud. That's pretty much all I can say about that.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good match. Back to you guys.
So here are the rankings so far. Houston Heat 3-0 plus 12 on their margin, and you know they got one more game coming up here, and we're going to see how they do against San Antonio X Factor. And then San Diego Dynasty 3-1, they're plus 16. They will be advancing, and then also Chattanooga CP 2-2. San Antonio X Factor 1-2 so far, one game remaining for them, and Sacramento Excessive 0-4 and struggling here, though they were in a lot of those matches, so they need to just keep it together, man, and not get too down on themselves. Just fix the problems they have. They have some good workable talent there, and we're gonna see the conclusion of Friday's games coming at you next. Houston Heat taking on San Antonio X Factor. Matty Marshall, Todd Martinez, and Chris Assoy will be back. Do not go anywhere.